Hello, hello. Welcome to Crazy Games. We're back in Genshin Impact, and we are, I think, pretty close to the end of this Yelan story. Calculated Gambit. Umbrabilis Orchis Act I. Foregone conclusion. Enter the underground ruins. Yelan mentions that a Fatui ambassador, Yusupov, has left the embassy today and headed to Qingxu pool. Time to track him down. So there's primo gems in this, so once this is done, I think the story is done. But there's a domain ahead of us, and yeah. Let's go check it out. Enter the ruins. Ooh. It requires both Hydro and Geo, which I've changed Lumine to be Geo, and I hope they'll probably give us access to like a trial Yelan. So yeah, Qingxu Pool underground ruins. These ruins have been here for a very long time indeed, and digging here has temporarily ceased due to hard rocks blocking the path. It is said that rare treasures may be found below. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do this. I got all my Inazuma waifus. 5-star Inazuma waifus here. Ooh, there's like a broken boat in the back here. Uh-oh, there's bad boys. Hey guys, do you guys like beautiful women? Because we have 5 of them here.
There is no escape. Firehead, that didn't count.
I'll just do this for now. Because I really wanted to see the effectiveness of Yoimiya's elemental skill and Raiden Shogun's elemental skill. But I'll focus on Yelan now, at this point. Oop.
Busted. Gotcha.
So this Yelan actually has some consolations. Because I think her first consolation is what gives her the extra charge for her what do you call it? Her elemental skill.
As I expected. But this shouldn't be too much trouble.
But if the Helichurls are here, does that mean no, she did say this place is full of monsters. I thought they might be working with the Abyss Order. But I don't think that's the case. Whoa. I was kind of expecting there might be a treasure here just to like reward people for exploring. Alright, let's check out how they built this Yelan. I have a feeling that it'll be similar to how they built her in the yeah, it's really similar to how they built her in the Chasm event. Yeah, she's also given the Noble Lease, which is what the Chasm Yelan had too. And 3 consolations. And I'm guessing 8? Yeah, 8. Level 8 for all her talents as well. Yeah. Pretty good stuff. Yelan and Yoimiya are like their mirror image. She's the Hydro bow user who's like pretty cool. She's like pretty hot. But also a bow user. Except both their like elemental burst just like explodes, but I guess she tags people. Whereas Yelan has like a floaty dice that shoots projectiles out. It's a Snezhnayan. It's not even necessarily a Fatui.
I see that. That's gotta be the Fatui ambassador.
Oh, never mind.
Zhiyi. Looks like he went through that door. That must be the emergency access route, right? Come on, let's hurry.
Whoop, whoop. What's these doohickeys? Do I have to move them? Investigate.
This is the construction workers' emergency access route, but it's closed tight. Trying to break through would be risky. Let's see if we can find another way.
I'm guessing we need to lower the water somehow. Take me up, random floaty rock. What's this? I have collected a thingy. Oh, I see. Alright.
Drop.
That's not a lot of damage.
Ha! A brash maneuver.
No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this.
Busted.
And then this.
About to get dicey.
That kick is... She, like, has her wire connected to the bow and she kicks it in order to launch one of the arrows. That's pretty creative, but I feel like that's, like, not very functional. I guess it looks cool, and that's all that matters, right? It's just... You just gotta look cool. Okay. Ooh, there's a chest here. 3 more gems? Dee-dee-dee-doo-dee-dee-dee. Uh-oh. The water gets redirected.
The water's gone down. Hey, look! Is that another way through?
Yes. Whoop, bloop. Hey, another chest. It's not giving any primo gems, though. What's up with this? I guess that comes later. Oh, this... What's with this like little area here that does nothing? Maybe that opens up later. Alright. I think with her, you want to start out with a charged shot, right? Since whenever you see her bracelet glow, I think it means she has like a really fast charge shot. And when she hits someone with a charge shot, I think she gets like a buff of some kind. So yeah, I used it so like her bracelet's not glowing anymore. If you can see her bracelet, since I used that really quick charge shot. Yeah, and her quick charge slot is like an AoE damage too, which is pretty cool.
Quietly now.
I think, yeah, if you hit 3 people, there's a 100% chance that the charge shot comes back. But the 2 people, it's like a 50% or something, I don't remember. Or maybe a 75%, and 1 is like a 30%. So you want to get as much as possible to recharge this charge shot faster. Because it is like pretty high damage. Oh, what's this? There's one. Did they stay with me forever? I hear a gong gong woo. Hey boys.
Here comes the cash.
Yeah, that was a quick... I made quick work of them. So I guess this flame thing just follows me forever, which is pretty nice. A Sensieta, how nice. Another Sensieta. Oh, I was kind of hoping there'd be a chest there. Woo! 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 Maybe that wasn't a good idea. Movement is blocked, probably by this. Oh, okay. That's all that was for. Have I been here before? I feel like I have. Alright. Yeah, I have been here before. Ah, here it is. I guess I could have used this to run faster. Whoa. Oh, it gets filled up. I see. Cool. That's some cool sounding sound effects.
The water's flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up. Okay, now we should be able to move the statues.
Okay. Cool. So we don't want the... They're telling us that we don't want the blue ones in there, right? Yeah, we don't want the blue ones in there. Get out of here. Can I do it again? Get out of here. No, you put the wrong way. Okay. Ah, you have to think a little bit beforehand. Ah, I see. I see. Rid of that one. If I, like, moved that in there right away, that orange one, I would have blocked the path of these ones. So that I wouldn't be able to, like, properly move this orange one out of the way. So you had to have a little bit of foresight. So luckily, I was Yelan, and Yelan is always, like, 1,000 steps ahead. Oops. A soft sound is heard under the statue. No. Wait, don't we want to go that way? Oh well. It's a new path. Just gotta follow it.
We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up.
Wrap this up. I can't wrap up. Save me. Hey there. Would you like some life insurance? Oh, okay.
Illusion shattered. Shake!
That's the line.
Hold the line.
Oopsies. This is the one I wanted to use.
Gotcha. Game's up. Time's over.
Aw, I couldn't take advantage of the full duration of the elemental burst there. And nothing else? Okay. Always have to double check. You never know if there's any hidden chests. Ooh. We gotta be sneaky.
I can tell from the aroma that this is very fine liquor indeed. Come on, bottoms up. After you, of course.
Glug glug glug. He doesn't trust him, I guess. Uh-oh. Why is he smiling like that?
Oh, sorry, that went down the wrong way. I've never drunk anything this strong before. It'll take me some getting used to.
You'll get there. If you want to stay friends with us, you have to drink with us.
I'll do my best.
You're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already struggling after one glass?
Yeah, there's like this weird gene in Asians that make it so that we can't really digest alcohol as efficiently. And it makes our, like, faces flush red, so just don't be discriminating against us.
I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were poisoning your teacher's soup.
Oh. What? Is that why the fish soup tasted, like, better or something? Or did he say it didn't taste as good? And is that why Uncle Tien is feeling like he doesn't have enough energy? Dun, dun,
Come
dun.
on, another round. Less talking, more drinking.
Sure. You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning sends shivers down my spine. I'm more timid than you realize. Every time I poisoned him, I had to hide away at home for a few days because I was so scared of getting caught.
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend. We appreciate all your hard work. But, I have to say, you really are quite a genius at poisoning people. I mean, the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an imperceptible, slow-acting poison, and came up with the idea of delivering it through fish soup. What was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralizes the pungency of the poison, and this process even makes the soup tastier as a result. How did you think of that?
It struck me one day when I was fishing. I'm lucky it did. Otherwise, I'm not sure I would have been able to fool Uncle Tien.
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide the support you need to consolidate your position as Tianshu. Of course, this is as long as you continue to do as we instruct. Aside from Qingxu Pool, we also have some other requests for you, which we will inform you of in due course.
Don't worry. Whatever tasks you have for me, I will perform them diligently.
Did you hear that? It was poison! That's why Uncle Tien hasn't been feeling well recently. It's all Zhiyi's doing.
How dare he? He shall face the wrath of justice.
What a nasty guy! Seize him!
Hold on. Did you bring a camera?
Oh yeah.
If not, you can use mine. This is quite a scene. We have to capture it for posterity.
And so it's like, but he's just hanging out with his Snez9 friend. I mean, like, is it incriminating just to hang out with friends of a different race? You take a picture of Zhiyi drinking with Yusupov.
Excellent liquor.
I guess if it's depicting you with like a political person of some kind, it might cast some shade to your involvement.
We've seen no progress on the diplomatic front, and everyone has been eyeing up the treasure of Qingxu Pool. It's been a real headache for me. But soon, everything will be taken care of, and I can report back on a successful mission. Thank you, Zhiyi. I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey, do you still remember what I said to you?
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like me could never be seen as a serious candidate for the Tianshu, no matter how hard I work. The only way is for you to shine bright in the Tianshu's darkest moment. I think you were absolutely right.
Yes. Under normal circumstances, the gap between you and other people could only ever grow wider over time. Just look at your two competitors. Qin Wei had wealth. Ming Boa had reputation. But you had nothing. You were just another nobody.
Another stinky nobody.
And that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home for the rest of its life.
It's actually, in like Asian, or maybe just Chinese culture, I guess, it's actually really offensive to call like someone a dog. It's like offensive because you're like comparing a human to like a lower creature in like Chinese culture's like perspective. And it's like dogs are generally known to be like super obedient and would do anything for food kind of thing. And it's like it kind of implies that the person is like doesn't have like a backbone, and it's just like, oh, it just relies on people all the time, and it's like the only thing it's good for is like following orders and stuff and being obedient in order to get food. And it's like very offensive in that way. I think that's like a cultural thing. I think in some other cultures, maybe more of a Western culture, like being compared to a dog is like a good thing. It's like, oh, you're very obedient, you're very loyal, and you're very like dogs are known to be like very protective and stuff. So that's all those are kind of like good traits. But like in Chinese culture, it's just like being compared to a dog, it's like not a good thing.
Yes. I cannot thank you enough for your generous support.
It kind of like if you compare someone to a dog, it's like, oh, you're a lower status than me or whatever. You're lower status than the person than other people or lower status than people in general, and it's like kind of offensive in that way.
You know, the best thing about you is that you do as you're told without complaining. Hey, keep up the good work, and I can assure you, you'll never have to worry about Mora again. Heck, when you're not in the company of the Fatui, you'll be able to throw your weight around as much as you want. How about that?
Uncle Gao said that Zhiyi has low self-esteem. Seems he was right. He was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will diminish over time, so the Fatui persuaded him that he should act while he can. Do you have any more film in the camera?
Plenty.
Then get ready to use it. Tonight's grand finale should be coming up any minute now. How well this goes for us depends on how Zhiyi plays his hand.
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up. I'm in a good mood today, and I'm gonna drink my fill. Make sure to get me home safely afterward.
There's only a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring you some more next time.
Oh, did he poison him as well? Dun dun dun. Now that he knows he's one of the Qi seeing, or at least he believes he is going to be, he's gonna have the power to do whatever he wants. He doesn't need the silly fat Tui anymore.
Whoa, this is the good stuff. It is great.
Why am I pooping myself right now? Why am I pooping and peeing myself? Oh, now I'm dead.
Huh? What the?
Got him. Suddenly, the fat figure seems to be in pain and slowly drops to the ground.
You poisoned my wine? But when?
The hunter becomes the hunted.
You seem surprised, Mr. Yusupov.
How could you?
You underestimate my treachery.
How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare myself for this position. And in the end, I even had to poison my own teacher. You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your little puppet? I don't want to bow down to anyone ever again. And that includes you.
Uh-oh. Yes, he's gonna find out that life is gonna really suck after knowing he actually didn't get the position. Unless he actually does get the position and we just like turn a blind eye to all this.
You imbecile. It's the Fatui who got you to where you are. Do you understand? If I disappear with no explanation, the embassy will come after you. They'll get to the bottom of this. Mark my words.
Whatever, Yusupov. Zhiyi here is going to become one of the Qi seeing. He's going to have way more power over some embassy.
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark room are the 3 undercover agents you sent to infiltrate the Black Cliff Forge.
Oh, is that why they left? Oh, Zhiyi had a little, like, thing of his own. Dun dun dun.
I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the explosives, the ruins will collapse, and everything will be buried.
What do you hope to?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join the dots. 2 missing person cases will become one as the truth gradually reveals itself. The Fatui planted undercover agents in the Black Cliff Forge to steal their signature ruin-grade explosives. Their plan was to blow through the solid floor tiles in the dead of night and seize the treasure of Qingxu Pool.
But instead, they accidentally blew themselves up.
But things didn't quite go to plan. Mistakes were made that led to the accidental deaths of the entire crew.
It was an accident.
Faced with the overwhelming evidence, the embassy won't investigate this any further. In fact, they'll be only too happy to blame it all on a rogue operation by you. It explains why you acted alone, while exonerating the rest of the embassy of any liability. Of course, none of that will have anything to do with me. When all of this comes to my attention, I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to cancel the Qingxu pool redevelopment plan immediately. I guess then, I'll be Tianshu in my own right, with a clean record and well out of the Fatui's reach.
Zhiyi, do you really think you're gonna get away with this? The Fatui has a record of everything. That includes the poison, all interactions between us, even my trip here tonight.
But he's gonna be a Tianshu. Oh wait, no. I feel like if Zhiyi becomes Tianshu and the Sneznaya like rats him out, saying like the Fatui put him up in that position, then there might actually be some investigation there. Even if Zhiyi is like, of course they're gonna say that to cause infighting between us or whatever. But I don't know.
After I die, they'll come looking, and they'll get to the bottom of this.
They'll get to the bottom of this domain.
A record? Oh, you must mean the one in the hands of your second in command, Theophan?
Isn't Theo Vaughn like a comedian in real life?
What? How do you know about that?
Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophan to thank for providing me with the poison I used on you today.
What?
He'll help me tie up all the loose ends. After all, your untimely demise comes with a few perks for him.
He gets promoted.
He has been eyeing your position for a long time now.
That traitor! Zhiyi, you...
Shh, 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 shh. Relax. It's over. After tonight, everyone gets what they want. And anyone else in the know is either my accomplice or about to be taken out of the picture.
But you underestimated Yelan.
Sweet dreams, Mr. Yusupov.
The voice acting is really good right now. Uh-oh. Dun 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 dun. Uh-oh. Oh, the Milliths are here too. Oh, we're just gonna head this way. We don't want to be a part of that. I guess there's really no point. Just wasting time. Hey, how's everybody?
I did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south. I have them all surrounded. If you're thinking of trying anything, save yourself the effort. The game's up.
The jig is up.
We were here the whole time and have pictures of everything. They came out pretty nicely. Want to see them?
The game's up? Forgive me, I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, Miss Yelan. I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the pretext of joining forces and eventually brought them down from within. If it pleases you, Miss Yelan, I'd be only too happy to have you join me in investigating this matter.
This is how you want to play it, huh? Fine. You do you. All we need to do to convict you is establish that the poison in his system is the same as in Uncle Tien's.
Oh no, the poison. It connects them. Blah.
Nothing else you wanted to add? Let's leave it there then. Time to go.
If he just like Hail Mary saying like, oh, I don't know what kind of poison you're talking about, he can kind of imply that the Fatui is trying to kill Uncle Tien with the Fatui poison, but maybe he can kind of blame it, oh, they're supporting one of the other 2 candidates or something, and he can try and lie his way out of that. But I guess we have pictures of him giving the poison to this person through the wine that he brought, So maybe that's kind of like a checkmate there.
One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. I should have been more careful.
Did he say that earlier? I remember I heard this at some point before. I don't know.
You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused on keeping myself out of sight, I forgot he was a potential liability. Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I would live up to the Qingxu name, and that much I can still guarantee.
No. We don't trust people who betray Li Yue. It's like it's one of those cases where it's like, should we forgive people and give them the chance to redeem themselves, or in this case, is it just like, yeah, you goofed, there's no redemption here?
Your point being?
When I take office, I can guarantee that I will act in your best interests. In fact, all of you here tonight can expect very generous treatment in the future.
The one thing Zhiyi doesn't know right now is that Yelan is also up for that position too. So it's like, according to Yelan, if none of these three candidates are up for the job, then Uncle Tian would nominate Yelan herself. I guess that information Zhiyi doesn't know, and that's why he thinks he can still kind of like worm his way out of this.
I don't deny that I used underhanded methods to get here. But given my lowly origins, what other choice did I have?
I don't know.
You still don't get it, do you? Even now. What do you think?
What will Uncle Tian think when we tell him you poisoned him? Uncle Tian has always trusted you.
Exactly. Zhiyi, clever people can always come up with a good excuse. But while you might be able to get other people to believe you, you'll never be able to deceive yourself. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when has Uncle Tian ever looked down on you? He was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose to repay that by poisoning him. Whatever positive goal you may have started out with, you threw it away in that moment.
Oh yeah, Uncle Tian knew Zhiyi ever since he was a kid, and was there, I guess, when he lost his parents. So he never actually like discriminated against him by his like lowly start at all. So if he stayed on like the true path, he would have still been trained by Uncle Tian anyway, and would had a really good chance to get to this position in the first place. And like Uncle Tian didn't even know about Zhiyi's like nefarious plots behind the scenes, and he was already kind of like favoring him over the other his other students anyway, right? So he could have, I guess the writers want us to kind of put together that he could have, in his specific case, he could have still got into this position without all these underhanded techniques.
That's enough.
Even though he started out disadvantaged compared to like Qian Wei and Mingbo.
Of course. What makes this even crueler is that you managed to convince yourself there was no other way. Uncle Tian was always going to give you this opportunity. Even if you'd done nothing at all. Out of everyone in the world, he is the one who trusts you the most. So much that he drank your fish soup without doubting you, not for 1 second.
That's enough. That's enough.
You feel like kind of a shitty person now, don't you? And wallow in it, please.
Life is like fishing. It cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan. But you have to keep calm to carry on. You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Zhiyi these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
With extra poison, please.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you.
That's where the Fatui
Trying
are.
to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you. But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Yelan. Yelan's so cool. Yelan's subordinate takes Zhiyi and Yusupov
Sorry,
away.
things are about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Yanshang Tea House tomorrow morning. I'll have someone remove the explosives. Then, there's someone I have to go and see.
Get Klee in here, she'll just blow it all up.
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. You should leave this one to the professionals.
Be careful.
Don't worry. As long as they're willing to cooperate, this'll be a straightforward deal. Get some rest. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Woo! Challenge complete. Leave the underground ruins. Yes. I wonder. Oh, are we gonna die? Nothing's blowing up though. Anything blow up? Anything? Ooh. You gotta explore just to make sure. I don't see any explosives unless the explosives were these crates. Which way did I come from? I came from this direction. I don't think there's anything here. Alright. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, no, there's these ones left. You poisoned me. I am the mastermind. I'm trying to imitate the conversation I had that we just saw. Wait until after 8 o'clock the following day. Foregone conclusion. You and Yelan agree to meet the next day at Yanshang Tea House. Till then, you can only wait. That is actually not how you use till. Till being a shortened abbreviation. No. Like a contraction of until. It's actually TIL apostrophe for if you want to use till then. Till is like that word actually means like tilling, I guess, like tilling land for crops, like to plant seeds and stuff. I don't think, unless they recently or last time, since the last time I checked, they've actually like added that definition to this word, just since people are using it anyway in this way. Just like how recently apparently literally can actually mean figuratively too. Whereas in the past there was like a distinct difference between the two, but because people have been using the word literally, like I literally saw 100 explosions or whatever for exaggeration kind of effect, they've went like, okay, we'll just people are using literally in that sense anyway, so we're just gonna add the definition as well or something like that. Anyway, we need to change the clock. Go to Yanshang Tea House. Yanshang Tea House. Ooh. Ooh.
There is now no
Baizhu.
poison left in his system, but recovery from the damage already done will not happen overnight.
Dr. Baizhu, is my father going to be...
You needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed medicine every day, and a full recovery will take at most 2 to 3 years.
Oh boy, that sucks.
It's good we caught it in time. A few days later, and the toxin would have built up in the internal organs. At that point, things would have been much more serious.
How did they successfully secure such a seldom-seen poison? It seems the Fatui are extremely resourceful.
Yeah, the little snake.
Unfortunately for them, they were up against us.
Uncle Tian will be heading off now. Remember to get plenty of rest and avoid overexerting yourself while you're recovering.
Where's Chi-Chi?
Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much.
I wonder when MiHoYo or HoYoverse will release or start announcing playable Dendro characters. Will Baizhu be the first Dendro, playable Dendro character then? I think there's another one that's already finalized. Her name is Yao Yao. I think she's a Dendro character as well. But will it come out in 3.0 or are we gonna wait till later? It just feels like the whole thing isn't complete. And we don't really know exactly what the reactions are going to be, the elemental reactions. All we know is that Dendro and Pyro causes more burning or something like that. I think it's the only one. But we don't know exactly how Dendro works with with other. Maybe they just cancel out, Dendro cancels out Electro. I can't even imagine what it would do for Cryo, grass and ice. I'm trying to compare it to Pokemon, I guess. In Pokemon, electric is weak against, or it is not very effective against the grass type. But yeah, anyway, Dendro characters, looking forward to that.
Ah, and you're here too? Thank you for all you've done to resolve this situation. And I'll have to make some tea in a moment. You simply have to try it.
Are you feeling any better?
Yes, the exhaustion seems to have gone. My mind is steadily getting clearer again.
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing issue after all.
Aw, I was kind of hoping Yelan becomes the runner-up.
Hey, Yelan!
Hello.
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought I'd take a minute to check in here. The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tian. In my opinion, Zhiyi is not suitable for the position, but Qianwei and Mingbo both have potential.
They just need to work on their perspective or respective weaknesses more.
You have my gratitude. People can change their loyalties easily. I've always known this. But whenever it happens, it's still a dismal experience.
Is it just Paimon, or is Uncle Tian not that surprised?
He's always been a eager one. An eager beaver.
Don't underestimate Uncle Tian. He wouldn't have appointed me as assessment officer if he hadn't had his doubts about Zhiyi. Normally, the Yue High Pavilion would be responsible for assessing the candidates. Isn't that right, Uncle Tian?
Yes, to be quite honest, I wanted to trust him unreservedly. But I have to be responsible with the position of Qingxu. When I first met Zhiyi, I wondered if he had approached me with a hidden agenda. So I secretly investigated him. I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. He just saw me as an ordinary fishing friend. In the end, even he changed. But when did it start?
What if none of this had ever happened?
I never had any plans to recommend him directly, but I always intended to give him the chance to compete on a level playing field. Family background and fame mean everything to many people, but I don't attach great importance to them. I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Qingxu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner of things. What I really admired about Zhiyi was his intelligence and resilience.
I have to admit, he's a smart guy, and very cautious.
Not cautious enough. Yeah.
The intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk, but Zhiyi was still extremely careful with the poisoning. He chose that specific liquor from Xingyue Kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison, and he chose to wait until the Fatui official was drunk and had his guard down before delivering it to him. He also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, he'd shake the pot to release the poison from the compartment into the liquor. Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Zhiyi would have drunk the poisoned wine himself, and then found an opportunity to take the antidote shortly afterwards.
But that's still really dangerous.
Yes, had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite taking the antidote. He didn't hesitate to put himself in harm's way to achieve his goal.
How is Zhiyi now?
He's rotting in jail.
Well, I mean, he's sitting in a jail cell. Like Yanfei says, everyone who breaks the law has to pay the price. Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal. I'll make sure there are plenty of guards around to keep him safe from anything the Fatui might be planning.
A deal? Does this have to do with what you said to him when you arrested him?
Yes, Zhiyi's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the case off to my subordinates as soon as I realized. But once the Fatui became involved, things got a whole lot more interesting. I thought I might have the chance to catch a big fish.
Well, did you?
Almost. Unfortunately, it slipped off the hook at the last second.
Oh.
Uncle Tian, Yelan, what are you talking about? Paimon doesn't understand.
Zhiyi colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position of Qingxu. Or, to put it the other way around, the Fatui made an attempt to interfere in the Qingxu selection process. With Yusupov in our hands, and a statement from Zhiyi, we could afford to continue with a diplomatic offensive. Also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophan, Yusupov's second-in-command. Then we'd have a pawn in the ranks of the Fatui. Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new options.
So this was your real plan?
Why else did you think I was investing so much time and effort into this case?
So, okay, well, did your plan succeed?
We got halfway. The first part went off without a hitch, and we passed all the information on to Lady Ningguang. But when we tried to make contact with Theophan, he was gone, along with all the evidence.
The Fatui must be spying on us. Otherwise, they'd never been able to respond so quickly.
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger Regrator got involved.
Oh, what? Harbinger as in like the 11 Harbingers, right? Where La Signora was one, Ajax, Child, Tartaglia is one, and Raiden, Puppet, Scaramouche is one as well. And they just like here name dropped a new one, it seems like.
The Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated here. Regrator was only treating this as a peripheral concern. It's a pity that Theophan got away. But knowing which Harbingers are still looking at Liyue is something. It gives me a starting point for my next mission.
I have to ask, Yelan, do you have any desire to take over the position of Qingxu yourself?
Yes, I recommend.
I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at Yanshang Tea House. In my estimation, you are more than competent.
Oh, that. I was obviously joking.
Oh yeah, I would think so too, since she does seem to like to operate behind the scenes and in the shadows and stuff, so getting a shiny title attached to her might go against that.
I prefer my current life. There's danger and there's excitement. Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role. As Qingxu, I wouldn't have the chance to get involved in anything truly clandestine or face any real danger. Alright, I'm done here. Time for me to go. I'm heading off again in a few days and I still have to prepare.
Where are you off to this time?
As you might have guessed, it's for me to know and you to find out.
Oh no! We facepalm.
But I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved in other people's business all the time, you're sure to get caught up in another misadventure before too long.
No, is that a threat?
Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. A lot of people are watching you for a lot of reasons.
We just want to find my brother.
If you have any more questions, just ask Uncle Tian. After the recent turn of events, I'd say he owes you one, wouldn't you?
Ring! Is that done? Calculated Gambit quest complete. That's cool. His subtitle is just Tianshu. Not even Tianshu of the Tichi scene. Uncle Tian.
What would you like to know?
About Zhiyi.
Something I've said to Jury, Qinwei, and Mingguo before is that while cunning and scheming are quite crucial, even more important than this is staying true to yourself. Jury and Ambassador Yusupov each saw each other as a means to an end. They thought that if they could just outsmart their opponent, they would emerge the final victor. And yet, in the eyes of Yelan and Regrator, they are but pawns in a much bigger game. Scheming is an endless endeavor. If you can't cope with it, you're better off staying out of it. It gives you a much clearer view in any case. Everyone has self-interest, but you cannot let it be your master. So, don't fight over fleeting gains and losses. Rather, focus on the direction your heart is leading you, and keep moving forward.
Okay. Any other
What
advice?
would you like to know?
About Yelan.
I first met Yelan when she was very young. Even back then, she was extremely tough, and she kept her cards close to her chest.
Oh yeah, I like to see the cards on her chest, you know what I'm saying?
An old friend of mine once privately commented to me that Yelan is always smiling, but never with her eyes. She is a very dangerous person. Something of an exaggeration in my view. At least, I know she would never hurt the people she trusts. What would you like to know?
About Regrator.
Regrator is the 9th of the Fatui Harbingers, though likely the first among them where wealth is concerned.
Whoa, so he's rich, you say?
However, his wealth is not a mere question of how much more he has to his name. He has a very unique understanding of wealth, and what he's planning may very well shake the world to its core.
Oh my goodness.
Beyond that, I don't have a lot of information about him. If you need to know more in the future, you can ask Ningguang.
Is he gonna become a playable character? It seems like Scaramouche. It's since we're out of the whole Inazuma arc, it'll be a while. If he becomes a playable character, it'll be a while before that happens. I think there was one more, right? About the next Tianshu.
As Yelan says, now that I'm on the mend, I should have another few years worth of work in me. During this time, I plan to gradually hand over my duties while mentoring some new candidates. That reminds me. Qianwei and Mingguo are still waiting downstairs. I must go and have a chat with them shortly. What would you like to know?
I wonder if he says anything to this. I have no more
Thanks
questions.
to you and Yelan, everything turned out okay this time.
Oh, don't worry about it. Blah, 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 blah. Was it really us? We didn't really do much. It's actually only thanks to Yelan, really. We were just, like, not caught up with the whole situation all the time, and she was, like, 1,000,000 steps ahead of everyone all the time.
You can always find me at the wharf if there's ever something else you'd like to discuss in the future.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hello, kitty. Are you waiting for food? I don't have food for you. I'm sorry. Anyways, I think that's all I have for you for today. We finished this story. Oh. No, we still have a little bit more.
So Zhiyi is already in prison, I guess?
Oh, word travels fast.
You think? He poisoned Uncle Tien. I still can't believe he'd do that. Why the long face?
Why the long face?
Nothing. I think it's a great shame. I always thought he's very smart. If he became Tianshu, he'd be able to accomplish many things I could never hope to.
Don't feel bad. I'll admit he was a strong contender, but give me 3 years and I'll overtake him. When I become Tianshu, I'll make you my deputy. Like the sound of that?
Start by working on your temperamental issues. If you can't keep your cool, your work will suffer. Right now, you still have a long way to go before you'll be eligible to take the Tianshu position.
Yeah, you tell him, Mingbo.
I'll get there. One step at a time. And then, before you know it, there'll come a day when you won't be able to find a single flaw in me or my work. First things first, though. Let's go and talk to Uncle Tien.
I guess we're just dropping eaves. We're just eavesdropping on their conversation. We didn't actually talk to them. Alright, yeah. I guess now that's all I have for you for today. Thanks for watching. I guess this story was really good. They really got me going at the beginning. I was really in the camp of like, oh, Zhiyi's the best. Oh man, he's like so, his resume is so strong compared to the other two. One with like a personality flaw, and the other one is just like super timid. Oh my goodness, Zhiyi. And then they like flipped the script on me, and then they did it through Yelan too. So it made it so that Yelan became that much cooler of a character in my eyes, I guess. And the entire time it was like pretty consistent how Yelan kind of figures everything out. They have like presented us with all the clues, and when Yelan kind of like puts it all together for us, if we didn't figure it out first, when she does it, it makes her sound like just that much better, that much smarter, that much more intuitive, that much more logical and reliable and like experienced, and can actually like get things done. So yeah, it really brought forward Yelan's like character as like someone who's like very capable. Whereas like the Ganyu story was like, wait, what? We went around and accused a bunch of people of tax fraud, and then we accidentally like picked a fight with a Fatui who was just like looking at berries or something. It really made Ganyu look bad in that one. But yeah, anyways, I don't know what I'll be doing next. I guess I'll be waiting for the next update. I think there's like an event with Ito coming up soon. Maybe there's a story attached to that. It's like a drumming event of some kind. But I don't know if I'll record myself play through that if there's no story. But I don't know. Maybe I should look into other games. I don't know. Look forward to it, I guess. Subscribe if you're curious as to where this channel will lead. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Subscribe for more, and goodbye.